Hello, my beautiful friends. Happy New Year. Oh my gosh, can you believe that? We are in 2025. I hope you had a wonderful New Year's Eve. I hope you're celebrating. I hope you're relaxing. And I hope that you have had a wonderful time this holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all of it. Everything, whatever you've been doing, how you've been celebrating. Happy Hanukkah, whatever your holiday is, whatever your beliefs are. I wish you nothing but the best. And I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful holiday. So, this is going to be something new that I've never done before. I usually do a bi-weekly energy forecast video, and this is going to be a 12-month spread. I am going to go through every month and I'm going to pull a card on the overall energy of what you can expect for every month. So this is something I talked about. I think the last couple months I had said I was going to do this. So here it is. What I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to pull a card for every month. I will give you an overview of what you can expect. And I'm so excited. I do this for private readings, but I don't think I've ever done this as a collective like this for a New Year's, beginning of the new year. So I'm so excited to do this for you. We'll see where your angels and your guides take us and what they want you to know overall for every month. So before we get into that, I did want to just talk about very quickly, we have a new moon that just happened on, I believe it was on the 30th, December 30th. So the new moon is bringing in new stuff. Now we're in a new year, which is like amazing. This is a great, great year. This is going to be an incredible year. There's going to be a lot of shifts and a lot of movement. You're going to notice things changing very, very quickly, but there will be positive changes as well. So what I just heard is kind of like, buckle in. So don't let that scare you. It's just there's going to be a lot of fast-paced events happening. And what I'm being told from your guides too is really to focus on what is going to bring you your overall happiness for the year, for the overall year. What really is the goal that you would like to put your energy and your attention into for the year? And what I'm hearing a little bit differently than what we would normally do, as your um, New Year's resolution. This is more of what do you want to put your, they're bringing forward like your hard earned energy into. If you could pick something, what would that be? And they're bringing forward something like a broad energy. So it may be, um, for instance, you want to focus your energy on family this year. You really want to put your energy and your attention on your family. That's what I'm hearing to tell you is to kind of do like a broader New Year's energy. Uh, I don't even feel like using the word resolution or resolution, New Year's resolution, because it can sometimes have a negative connotation where we make this resolution and then we work on it for a few months or a few weeks and then we give up like working out and a new health routine. What I'm hearing is to do something that's broader overview, like perhaps you might want to focus your energy on yourself this year, doing something nice and kind for yourself, or it may be that you want to really focus on with your career and you really want to put more energy into that. Think about an overall bigger goal for yourself, nothing major. They're showing me just something more broad. Okay, and we'll just kind of see where the cards take us. And the other thing I did want to mention too is that we have a full moon on the 13th, so of January, that will be coming up as well. So just kind of keep in mind, those energies. I know this new moon right now is pretty intense, but it's a good thing. You don't have to worry about the moons too much. A lot of us will feel it energetically, and it can be sometimes more intense. Some moons I will feel more than others, and I'm sure that you have that feeling as well. So with a new moon, you really are wanting to bring in things that it's kind of like a setting intentions on the new moon. And then the full moons are really about releasing and letting go. And there's can sometimes be like more shadow work or things that are hidden or like doing some deep inner work at those times. A lot of times those things will be happening during a full moon. Um, I love them both. You know, they are I'm a Cancer sign, so I am ruled by the moon, and I'm a water sign. And that for me, I kind of just go with the flow. And that's what I'm hearing for you to do as well for this year. I did talk about picking a word as well for your year. Like, what would be, again, I said, like something that's broad, an overall goal, but what about a word that you could use to kind of encompass for the year of what you would want to put your attention on? That might be something you could also think about as well. Some of you have already done that because I did talk about that in the last couple of energy forecast videos. But in this one, for our new year, since we're starting our new year, I'm so excited. This is going to be a great year. I could just really feel it. Again, a lot's going to be changing, but it's going to be a good thing. So, I think I had shared this before too. My word this year is love. So I am bringing in love. I am going to be emanating love, giving love. Really, I feel like opening up my heart chakra and doing that in all areas of my life. So for me, that's going to encompass a lot of different things and a lot of different areas. I'm going to really, really be working on that again in a broader way in my life. So for you, kind of just thinking about what word would be something you'd like to focus on. Again, it could be peace. It could be, I want to, joy. I want to bring in more joy. It could be dance. It could be play. It could be relaxing. Whatever your word is, just kind of have that in the background for yourself throughout the year. I feel like it will help you kind of anchor and ground. At least that has done it for me when I have had to, think about if I was in a situation where I was like, stressed, or if something was upsetting me, I would always try to bring myself back to that particular word and remind myself that was what my focus needed to be on. So when things get a little bit overwhelming for you, you can do the same thing. And then you can make choices and decisions based on that theme and then your broad overall goal. Those two things I feel like will help to anchor you in this year and to give you some direction too. Okay, so we have a lot to go through. We have 12 months, so I want to like get to these. So let's get going. I'm going to call in all your angels and your guides that are 100% pure white light and unconditional love. I have already shuffled the deck, but I'm going to do it a couple more times on here. And I'm bringing forward, I've done my prayer before, but I'm bringing in forward all of your angels and your guides that are 100% pure white light and unconditional love. And I ask for your angels and guides that are 100% pure white light and unconditional love, all of our angels and guides, to bring forward what is for everybody's highest and greatest good for the next 12 months and what we need to know for each month. Okay, so we're going to start with January. I'll tell you them as we go. January, the first one is peace. And I'm going to write these down for myself as well. February, surrender. And these cards are from the Soul Coaching Oracle deck, just in case, so that if you can see it, by Denise Linn. There we go, Linn. Okay, March. March is opening. April is voyage. And I will explain and expand on all of these as we go. May, light. June, courage. July, January, February, March, April, May, June. July is joy. I was like, did I do that right? Yay! And it has a heart on it. How cool is that? That's my word, love. Okay, that's my month. That's my birthday month. So that's why I'm so excited. July, August. Okay, August. Purification. Okay, September is flow. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Yes, September is flow. October, enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. I love that. September, October, November. Okay, this is November. November is power. Wow, that's cool. And then for December, it's grace. Wow, I really like these cards. I didn't see these beforehand. Like you saw me, I pulled them. So this is going to be an um, exciting energy to go through. Okay, so let me do this so I can keep track. I don't have a whole lot of space here, so I want to make sure that I don't mess them up. Did I do that? Yes, I did. Okay. Gotta make sure I keep them right. Okay, let's do this. All right, so January. And you should get some paper and some pen as well and write these down because honestly, you will want to refer to this throughout the year. I should have said that before I pulled them, sorry. But you can do it along with me. Honestly, you can even rewind and go back and listen to what I just did. This is a really great thing for you to keep track of. Anytime I've done this, it has been so helpful and I've gotten a lot of feedback from people that how much the theme of these cards that I pulled was so very much what they experienced for that month. Okay. Let me do that for right now. So January is peace. All right. So your first card for January is going to be peace. All right. So this is a good thing, right? To experience peace for this month. That's what we want. Excuse me. So this was one of my words. I think I said this earlier. I had picked peace as one of my words for one of the years. One of the years I had freedom. It was whatever I felt like I needed for that year was really what I focused on. And it really does work. So peace, bringing in more peace for yourself this month is going to be huge. And I feel especially as we're heading into this year, because there's so much what I'm feeling is like an unknown energy. It feels very unstable right now. And a lot of us are feeling that where it's like it doesn't feel like there's solid ground. It's like there's this feeling of I don't really know what is going on, or I don't really know what my next steps are. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to proceed. There's a lot of this feeling of uncertainty. So if you're feeling that, it's very much in the energy. So it's not something you're doing wrong. It's just the energy of what's happening because there are things that are going to be revealed in our lives individually and then in the collective for everybody, where there are going to be things that are going to be coming forward that are going to help us to know what our next steps are. So this I usually, do an energy forecast for the first 2 weeks, like when I start a month. So this January, what I'm talking about is for the whole month. So this is for the whole month of January, and then I will do another one in a couple weeks for the mid to the end of January. But this is something you can come back to as well and watch throughout the year. Listen to that month if you want to. That would be a good thing to do as well. But with peace for January, you're going to really be wanting to focus on bringing in more well-being, bringing in grounding, possibly doing meditations, not letting yourself get too caught up in what is going on outside of you. You're going to really want to bring your energy back into you. And whether, again, that's doing breath work, doing yoga, doing something that makes you feel connected to your body, to the physical earth. Imagining that you're a tree and that you're bringing in tree energy through you and that roots are going down into the ground so that you can feel grounded here. You can even focus on bringing in light into your heart chakra. That's something I'm really going to focus on a lot too. I had something on my lip. That's something I'm going to really focus on this year, is bringing in light into my heart chakra. And I did that in the heart healing course. And so for those of you who took the course, go back and listen to the heart opening meditation that I did, because that was phenomenal. That was so good. If you get a chance to go back and listen to that, amazing. I'm also going to be trying to work on more meditations too, to get out to everybody. That's one of my goals for this year too. So bringing in peace into your life, and it actually says, I breathe deeply, knowing that all is well in my universe. I breathe deeply, knowing that all is well in my universe. So that might be an affirmation that you want to write down along with this word as well. Now, there will be, what I'm hearing to tell you also is that, okay, I'm hearing to give yourself the time that you need, like downtime. It's, if you can, give yourself time to really, I'm hearing it's more than just relaxing. It's about really knowing that everything is going to be okay. Incorporating that mindset, everything is going to be okay. I know that everything is going to be okay. Let that bring you peace. Okay. Let that bring you really that deep knowing that everything's going to be okay. And let it go to your angels. Let that energy, anything that you don't need, just keep releasing it and letting that go to them. Okay. All right. So that's our first month, January. Our second in February is going to be surrender. Okay. So this is going to be, it says surrender, all is well. I did not even read that. Oh my gosh, I didn't even read that. That is so crazy. All is well, it says. I surrender to my inner guidance. That's hysterical because I just said that for January. All is well. And that's what it says on the card too. All is well. That's so interesting. So that definitely is a mantra that you and all of us need to, me included, need to be saying all is well. So this card says surrender. And it's really about you just letting go, not getting caught up in any fears or worries, but letting go of outcomes. I'm hearing to let go of outcomes this month for February. Try not to put your focus on too many things that are like down the line. I'm hearing there's going to be a need for you to really be able to release and let go, to not get too caught up in what isn't happening. Okay. You may want to make things happen or feel like, things aren't moving fast enough or quick enough. And this is where you're going to have to really be able to let go and to surrender. It goes along with peace, but this is different. This is a different energy. This is like, I want things to happen the way that I want them to happen. And this is where you're going to have to let go and give it over to your angels and your guides, to God, to the universe, to source energy, whatever you believe in, and to be able to say, you know what, I am surrendering this. I am releasing this. I'm not going to hold on to this energy, especially if it's like worrying you and stressing you out. Okay. So whatever's going to be going on in February, it's going to be really important for you to release it and to surrender it to a higher power, to your angels, to God source energy, to your guides. Let that go and don't put your attention and your focus on, again, what isn't working. Put your attention and your focus on what you can do and what you can accomplish in February, because I'm almost being shown like there may be a lot of activity or things happening where things are going to be moving very quickly, and you may not be able to get everything done, or you may feel like you have so much to do and it's like, I don't even know how to, where to start. You just may feel a little bit, I'm hearing like kind of overwhelmed, and they're bringing forward like more of an emotional month. So you may feel like, what I'm hearing to tell you is to go back to that mantra too, like all is well, like everything's going to be okay, all is well. And reminding yourself of that, and just trusting that however this is unfolding is the path that is meant to be unfolding for you, and not try to force anything. That's where the surrender comes in, is is not trying to force anything and just letting things be whatever they're going to be. And that can be really, really hard. I know that can be really hard for me to do. And I always, when something isn't working and it's not working out the way I want, I have to really, really practice that and give that over to my angels and guides and just say, you know what, you guys take this. I don't want to worry about it. I'm not going to give my energy to it anymore. I'm going to release it. I'm going to surrender it to you. And I'm just going to focus on what I can do and what I can work on and put my attention in that direction. So, and that might be like for me, I'll go for a walk, or I'll, cook something, I'll put my attention into taking care of myself. That's another one of my goals this year too, is really working on my self-care, like physically working out and um that feels like something I want to do, like eating healthy. I really feel like I need to do that more than I have been. Um, and so sometimes, right, it's like we have this thing about control. We want to control an outcome. This is where you're going to need to really let go and surrender. Okay. All right. I like that. All right. So for March, March is your card is opening and it says, I am open to receiving the gifts of the universe. I love that. Yes, open your heart chakra. Be open to receiving love. Be open to receiving gifts. Be open to receiving good things. I'm hearing that in this month, there will be I'm hearing some pleasant like surprises for you, like something that's unexpected or something that's positive, something that is, I don't know why, something maybe that you weren't expecting that would be of a positive nature. It feels like I just heard surprise, kind of like that energy. And to me, that's like, again, if somebody offers to do something for you or help you in some way, let them. Okay. And open up your heart chakra to receive love. That can be one of the hardest things for us earth angels to do, is to, when somebody says, hey, can I help you with that? And I'm famous for doing this. Okay. I don't know if you do this, but I have had to really practice and work on this. Someone says, hey, can I help you with that? I'm like, no, I got it. I'm good. And my daughter, she does this all the time. I'm like, let me help you. And I've had to really practice that. And to say yes, it's like I almost have to stop myself because it has become such a habit. No, I got it. Okay, yes, thank you. Help. I would love your help. All right, so practice that. In the month of March, practice receiving help, being open to help, opening up your heart chakra, letting love in, and have it be an even, an equal energy exchange. I'm hearing also you may be not giving to people who are not giving back. That may be a theme this month as well with this card, because you definitely don't want to be giving to people who are not honoring your energy. If you're giving too much and it's not being reciprocated. That is not a good equal balance and energy exchange. And how you know is when you're getting frustrated or you feel like you're being kind of taken advantage of, or you feel like, and this would be something that would be happening repeatedly. So this isn't just something that would be happening, a couple of times. Sometimes people get busy and sometimes things are happening and it's like, you know, that's, sometimes we make excuses for people as well. But there may be something about this too, where you may have to set a boundary and say, maybe you don't even say anything. It's like you just actually take your energy back and you give your energy to you. That is still opening up your heart chakra. That is you not giving out your energy to like have it, they're saying like empty, right? It's kind of like filling like an empty space. You want to be around people that are going to be giving back to you where it's equal and it's reciprocated. And it doesn't mean that you don't help other people, because we definitely do want to help people and we definitely do want to give to people. But you want to do it in a way that's balanced also. And so if you are feeling like it's not, again, not reciprocated, make sure that you are checking yourself with the relationships that are around you and how you're going about doing that. But this is really, I feel, allowing yourself to receive, okay? Letting yourself receive, be open to love, and cherishing yourself, like letting people help you, um, letting the universe bring much deserved rewards your way. I love that. And happy birthday to everybody in this, the months too of all of these. Okay. Now let's move on to April. April is going to, this is the word is voyage. Okay. Voyage. I am safe and loved no matter where I am. I love that. I am safe. That was one of my mantras for my guides that I first heard when they channeled messages to me. I am safe. I am loved. I am safe. Those were the repeating messages that I kept hearing. And it was very calming for me to do that, to repeat that to myself over and over again. So that might be something that you want to do as well this month in April. Voyage to me, this represents going on a trip. This is movement as well. So where it may feel like things have been kind of stagnant or stuck for a little while, you may start to really see some movement in this month in April, where you may be going on a trip, or you may be, planning to do something, or, things start to kind of get momentum and take off, where you've been, again, kind of feeling a little bit like things weren't going in the way that you wanted them to go, how you were feeling in February, where you had to surrender. Now moving into April, it's like, yeah, okay, things are opening up. I feel like, it's like, yes, expansive. And that may be in March too, where things were a little bit more expansive with your heart opening. But the voyage card to me, this is representing move, like physical, could be again physical movement where you're moving into a new house. This could represent a new car. This could represent some kind of a trip by water, because of the boat as well. Um, and again, the mantra on here, I am safe and loved no matter where I am. So whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, you're going to want to anchor yourself into that energy of I am safe no matter where I am. So I know we talk about that where like we absorb energy from people, us empaths, when we go places. And I'm always telling you to surround yourself in protection, bring your energy back to you, clearing your energy, surrounding your energy with Archangel Michael, whatever helps to make you feel safe. There are many different ways to do that. Um, but there may be a situation in April where you're feeling like you're needing more protection. So call in Archangel Michael if that's the case, or if you are traveling, you can ask Archangel Michael to help you to feel safe, to surround you and your family in protection, whatever it is that, your situation is, that will help as well. Ask your angels and your guides to do that too. Now, this is something I'm hearing as well, the fire, water, air, and earth dragons. I don't really talk about them a whole lot in this. Some I do in my courses, but the fire, water, air, and earth dragons are so powerful, and they are connected with the angelic realm, with the angels. And you can send them ahead to go clear space for you. If you're going on a trip and you're traveling, I did this when I went to go visit my daughter in Florida. I sent the dragons to pave my path so that our travel would be smooth and easy and effortless. And it was. The one thing I forgot to do really was to set the intention for the weather. I really didn't do a good job with that. But that's okay. Still had a good time. But I definitely had easy travel. So just a note, if you are traveling, send the fire, water, air, and earth dragons ahead. You can ask them to surround your car. You can ask Archangel Michael to do the same thing, to surround your plane, to surround, your vehicle, to surround the boat, whatever it is, whatever mode of transportation. That is very, very powerful. And I did that the entire time on my trip as well. All right. So let's move into May. So May, okay, May is light. I love this. I love this. Okay, so to me, this represents also a little star or a sunshine. So that's a very positive energy to me for May. It feels light. It feels airy and breezy. It says, my light radiates through my life and the world around me. So that's a great mantra for the month of May. My light radiates through my life and the world around me. And so this is all about bringing in light, spreading your light, shining your light, letting your light be seen. So you may be called to do some type of speaking. There may be something where you're stepping outside of your comfort zone and you're going to share something, share your story. You're going to maybe talk to people, share something at work. Maybe you're going to help the kids with something to share their light at school. There's something about shining your light, letting your light be seen in the world, putting yourself out there, letting yourself be seen. This is a big theme too for this year. So letting yourself be seen, um, embracing your light, not being afraid to put your talents out there, right? Not being afraid to um, open up and share your gifts with the world. I'm literally hearing share your gifts. Okay. So this might be a month where you may get some inspiration, where you may have some ideas of something that you really want to do, something that you want to create. And what I'm hearing is like, don't worry that this is, in the middle of the year. It's like whenever it comes to you, it's the right timing, whenever you get divine ideas. Um, it's when it's supposed to happen. So don't worry about, that it might take a little while, is what I'm hearing from where you want it to from the beginning of the year till now, where things to align for things to work out for you. So this is really letting you know that you need to express yourself in some way. You need to share your light with the world. You need to communicate, speak up for yourself, and being shown like in a job or a position where, maybe you go for a higher position in the company, maybe you apply for another job, maybe you start your own business, maybe you um, create something and you're going to bring it into the world, and you have this idea of something that you want to do. This is giving you confirmation that this is the right time for you to do it. So be aware of any inspired thoughts or ideas that come forward in this month in May, and let divine guidance, show you the way. Let your angels show you the way. You're meant to bring this out into the world. So don't dim your light. Let your light shine this month. Okay. Let your true gifts, let yourself, who you are, show up in the world. Oh, I love that card. Okay. So that's May. We're going into June. June is about courage. Courage. It says, I live life passionately and courageously. I love this card. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but she looks like she's playing a drum. I think you can. So I love this. This is so beautiful. I live life passionately and courageously. This reminds me of like the Queen of Fire, and because she's so passionate. And this is about putting your energy again out into the world. This is really like, being courageous, not being afraid to show up in the world in some way. And knowing that you're going to be supported. So in this month in June, there's again something where you're going to be required to, and it's not necessarily required, it's more about allowing yourself to really tune into your power center, which is your solar plexus. Your solar plexus, and this can be connected also to your sacral chakra. That's like that passion and that inspiration. Those are the chakras that they're bringing me to. And really allowing yourself to be true to who you are and to be brave and stand up. So you might have to stand up in some way, maybe standing up for yourself in some way. Really tuning into strength within yourself and bringing in more creativity, because this is very much a card of creativity and expression. So it's like something about letting yourself access that part of you that says, okay, this is something that's really important to me. This is something that matters to me. This is something that I want to talk about, or that I want to do, that I want to express, that I want to explore. It may be a new create like something creative where you want to paint something, or you want to, they're showing me, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the card before that, the late card in May, but this is more expressive, I feel, of physical activity. It could be dancing, like maybe taking a dance class, or doing something outside of your comfort zone. That's what it is. Doing something outside of your comfort zone. Going somewhere maybe that you haven't gone before, making plans to do something you haven't done before, putting yourself out there, potentially like to date. It could be something where you're really tuning into this part of yourself where you need to be courageous. It's like, yes, this is something that I really want, and I'm going to go for it. Okay. And for some reason, I am being shown the star card with this. I don't know why. The star card is, it's about hope. It's also about making a wish. Wishes come true, dreams come true. So that could be connected with this as well. And there may be something where you're really having to tune into, again, that courage and that strength, where you are going outside of your comfort zone and doing something you haven't necessarily done before, but it's going to be very rewarding for you. And it's going to be something that helps you to show up in the world in a new way and be proud of yourself. I'm hearing proud, be very proud of yourself and be like, yes, I am doing it, So I'm so curious to know what this is. Let me know when June comes along. Okay, now let's go to July. Oh, I'm sorry. That was right. Courage. Courage was June. Okay, so July is joy. I love it. And it has a heart too, which is so cool. Oh my goodness, this is so fun. Okay, so joy and ecstasy flow through me wildly and freely. Ooh. Yes, they do. That is amazing. Joy and ecstasy flow through me wildly and freely. So to me, this is really about tuning into that part of yourself where, it has the heart on there. So it's, again, more love, free flowing. But to me, this feels like overflowing with joy. This is like a feeling of, I just have so much that I'm doing, that I'm excited about, that I'm happy about. This month is going to be bringing that in for you. I feel like there's going to be like heart opening to me. That represents heart opening, like feelings, um, being surrounded with loved ones, feeling more happiness, more contentment, more joy, and doing things that bring your heart joy this month, July. So we've got the 4th of July, so there may be get-togethers with family and friends. There may be some travel. There may be some things that you're really planning that you want to do for that month that are, it's summertime, there's a lot of fun that can be had. So I feel like for the month of July, you may be really doing some fun things that month, and allow yourself to make plans for that. Letting yourself not be afraid to go do, something that you've been wanting to do, something that has been calling to you, I'm hearing. And what I'm hearing too is like reaching out to people, like friends. They're showing me like friends, making time for friends. You may be um, making plans with some of your friends that maybe you haven't seen for a long time. And they're also bringing me to like with children, like spending time with your kids. And they're showing me, I know that there's, a lot of outdoor things that we do in July. Um, so you may be spending more time outdoors. And okay, because it's so interesting. They're showing me I just keep seeing, I know that we do this, in July, spending a lot of time outdoors and pools. I'm seeing warm weather, nice weather, playing. I'm just hearing to embrace joy in your life, to not focus all of this energy on work, work, work. Okay, this is what I'm hearing is this is a time for you to play. This is a time for you to let yourself really, oh, I just got so dizzy. Whew, interesting. That's okay. So the reason I feel like I got dizzy too, when that happens to me, that's spirit. That's your loved ones. So that your loved ones are stepping forward for this month. So there's something about your loved ones coming forward very strongly in July and from the other side. So this would be, your loved ones that have passed away. They're bringing forward this message for you that they want you to have fun. And there may be more spiritual activity that you have that month. You may have dreams about your loved ones. You may feel just more connected with them. You may be missing them. And it's also their way of saying, we want you to have more joy and more fun this month. And this is like their way of saying, we love you. It's so interesting how I felt that. I got so dizzy. And again, that's the way spirit will let me know that they're around. So that's their way of just connecting with you and saying, we're here for you. You're not alone. And we want you to have fun. And all of the things that you're doing and you're having fun, we're right next to, we're right with you. We're right next to you. We're having fun with you. Okay. I love that. So beautiful. It's interesting too because there's stars on here and there's like little wavy things and it reminds me of like stars and moons. Um, it reminds me of the red, white, and blue as well, for military for 4th of July. There's a lot of um accentuant energy, accentuating energy for the 4th of July for some reason too with this card. So again, it's wanting to express, I feel your angels and your guides and your loved ones on the other side wanting to express their love for you, and focusing on the things again that bring you happiness and joy this month in July. I love that. Okay. The next card is the purification card, and this is for the month of August. I'll show you. Okay, excuse me, purification. Okay, so August, my energy field is being cleansed of all that I do not need. My energy field is being cleansed of all that I do not need. Purification. So there's a broom on here, and it's getting rid of things that you do not need. So there's something this month where you are going to be releasing, you're going to be letting go of things. You're going to be cleaning, you're going to be making this decision of, you know what, this is something that I don't want to carry forward with me. I don't want to take this with me, whatever it is. It could be something, again, cleaning up the house. This could be metaphorically as well, like you are cleaning up something in your life that no longer serves you. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, situation where you're like, nope, this just doesn't work for me. Something is going to get released in this month, and this is letting you know that it's okay for you to release it. This is a giving you permission. It's giving you the trust for yourself to be able to say, yeah, you know what, I'm okay with letting this thing or this situation go. This is a little bit of a heads up for this month of August, because there will be something that just won't serve you anymore. And it could be very simple. It could be something in your house where you're like, you know what, we just don't need this couch anymore. We just don't need this, chair or this lamp. It could be, you know what, we need to get new carpet, or we need to get something new in here, and we are getting rid of the old and bringing in the new. Okay, there's a lot of that energy with this card. So I know a lot, we kind of go back to school around this month in August. So that could be part of it too. It's like, kind of getting everything ready for a lot of hustle and bustle, because that happens in August. Um, there's, the summer's kind of wrapping up, and, we have to like, kind of get everything in place for, the fall season. But I feel like there's more to it with this card. This is really about letting go of something or cleaning things up that just no longer serve you this month. Okay. And being okay with that. And your angels and guides are saying, if there is something that just doesn't serve you anymore, they're saying it's okay for you to either leave, it's okay for you to move forward, it's okay for you to let it go. It's time for you to clear out what no longer serves you. That's why I will see a broom too when I'm doing readings for people. That's what this represents. This is a symbol of mine. So, and that just means getting rid of things that no longer serve you. It can also be where somebody was really cleaning the house and they used a broom. So it can mean a couple of different things. I'm curious to see what it will mean for you this month in August, but whatever it is, something's going to be getting cleared out and released. And it's like your guides and your angels are saying it's okay for you to let it go. You don't have to hold on to it. Sometimes we hold on to things that we really don't need to hold on to, and they're saying it's okay for you to let go. Okay, so moving into September, we have flow. We have the flow card. There we go, flow. And it says, the glory of the universe flows through me. I love that. The glory of the universe flows through me, the flow card. So with this card in September, this is really going to be about it's letting things flow. Don't get so caught up in it has to be a certain way, it has to be this way. Go with the flow. Let things just let the river take you, let your angels and your guides help to guide you. Don't try to be too much in control of anything right now, because I feel like you're just going to get frustrated if you do. This is more about, what, kind of, again, let things go, release your need to make things happen this month. Um, I'm being shown something too with work. So, like, somebody may ask you to do something, and you may be like, seriously, I already have so much work to do. I don't know how I'm going to get that extra thing done either. It might be your kids ask you that, or your spouse or significant other. It's like somebody's going to be asking you something, and they're going to be piling more onto you, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to do all this? Go with the flow. Okay. Ask for help if you need help. Communicate and say what you can or you cannot do, but I'm hearing not to take things too personally right now this month. You're going to have to go with the flow. All right. You might have to do a little bit of extra work. It might require extra work. That's why this card is coming forward, just to give you a heads up. Like, you're going to have to kind of go with the flow this month and not get too upset if people are where you feel like people are kind of piling on the expectations for you. And don't worry if I'm hearing, like, don't worry if you can't get everything done, because you might feel like, I don't know how I'm going to do all of this, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this project and that project and get it's okay. I'm hearing it's okay, you're going to figure it out. Just do it, take it one step at a time, and come up with a plan. And I'm hearing, once you kind of just take a deep breath and you just kind of relax and you take a step back and you're like, okay. And I'm hearing, I'm being shown like making a plan and writing some things down. You may delegate some things to other people. Then I feel like you're going to be okay. This will be more, you'll be able to be more in the flow that way, instead of feeling like all frazzled, or feeling like I just can't get everything done. Because you may like want to check everything off your list and you might not be able to this month. So that's why I'm hearing you're going to have to go with the flow. You may have to let things carry over to the next month. All right. And if that's the case, don't worry about it. This is just telling you that's the energy for the month. So don't stress over it. Go with the flow. All right. I love it. Okay. So for October, we have enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. I love this card, enthusiasm. It's so beautiful, the little bluebird. And on each of these cards too, there may be something that stands out to you that I don't say, but if something does stand out to you or you resonate with something, be aware of that. That means something to you. So the bluebird may mean something special to some of you. Enthusiasm. I celebrate everything in my life and I live in limitless joy. I celebrate everything in my life and I live in limitless joy. I love this. That's so beautiful. So there's something this month in October where there is going to be this energy of enthusiasm where you can, like, the bluebird to me represents, I'm hearing, like, birds singing and chirping, and um it's a very, that light energy of flying, because the bird is flying above things and being able to see things from above and not getting caught up too much in the details, and letting yourself fly above, soar, being able to see things from a higher perspective. And again, not getting too caught up in the details, but having enthusiasm, having excitement for what you're doing, what you're working on. So there's some aspect of this in October where you're going to have some type of excitement about a project or a thing that's happening. There's some energy that is going to be coming forward this month that will give you that feeling of, yeah, this is what I've been trying to do, or this is what I've been working on for the last couple of months. I've been really trying to make this happen, or I'm so excited about this. I feel like you're going to get some news, because birds also are a symbol of communication. So you might get some news, some positive news that you've been waiting for, where you're like, yeah, finally, because on the card too, there's a sun in there. So, it's like this bird is singing and it's happy and it's like joyful. And I feel like this is just telling you that, again, there's some type of good news that will be coming forward. Something is going to be not revealed to you, maybe revealed to you, but some type of communication will come forward. Some positive news is going to come forward for you that maybe you weren't even expecting. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is so great. You might get like the kids, they might have something where they get an award for something, or you get an award for something, or somebody says, they give you something verbally where it's like, you have changed my life. Pay attention to those things too. When somebody says those types of things to you, that is a major, that's a major event. You've changed somebody's life for the better. That is huge. That's what we're all here for, is to help each other, is to boost each other up, lift each other up. Let's help each other, be supportive of one another. And that's what I feel like this card represents, is allowing that energy, of being supportive and allowing yourself to receive that type of energy too, of, when somebody does say something like that to you, where you're getting that type of news, like, you've changed my life, I'm so grateful for you, or some type of an award or some type of recognition. Honor that, write that down, make a note of it. And because a lot of times, like, we do acknowledge those things sometimes in the moment, but sometimes we dismiss them, and then time goes by and we don't remember them, and we focus on the things that we didn't do, or the things that we didn't finish, that we didn't do right, and we focus on the negative. This is letting you know it's time for you to really focus on the positive this month and be proud of yourself, of the things that you have accomplished. Like, you're doing a good job, is what I'm hearing. Your guides and angels are saying you're doing a good job this month, okay? And to listen for positive recognition coming your way. All right. And be excited about it, okay? All right. So November, we have power. November is power. Let's see. Here we go. Power. Okay. And it says, I am radiant, glorious. I am a radiant, glorious, powerful being. I am a radiant, glorious, powerful being. And if you notice, she's jumping up and she's reaching for that star. This is like, she's going for it. She is not holding back. This could be he, she, they. There's no gender. I'm just using she on the cards because that's what I'm, seeing. So she is going for this. She is reaching for the stars. She is, like she's grabbing that star and she is not going to stop until she gets it. So this is you tuning into your personal power. It's like, don't let anyone else stop you from whatever this is this month. It's like you are going for something and you are not going to let anybody get in your way. This is like tuning into your personal power. This is your sacral chakra. This is that fire energy where it's like, I am not going to give up. This is sacral chakra energy as well, sacral and solar plexus energy. And there's something this month in November where I feel like, again, you may have gotten some type of news, the previous month in October. And in November, it's like you may get some additional recognition, but it's like you may be like, you know what, I want to go even further than that. Yes, they just gave me this award, but I want to do X, Y, and Z. And so you may have some type of, feeling like I am ready to like do this new project or this new thing and I'm going to go for it and I'm not going to stop until I get there. And she's almost there. Like she's almost got that card, that star. So to me, that is saying like you have this star, like you have that energy. You are so close. So don't give up. Like you need to really tune into your personal power this month and not give up. Whatever that is that you are trying, that you're going for, that you're working on, you are so close. So don't give up. Tune into your personal power. You're going to make that happen. Okay. I love this card for you. That is amazing. Okay. And I'm hearing also they are bringing in where you need to give yourself like this recognition, and they're saying like to look back and see how far you have come. And to me, this feels like a completion type of a thing, like a cycle, like you finish something. And I feel like almost like the world card, where there's something that you are being offered. I just heard offered or gifted from the universe. So this may be something that is like divine timing. This is like where you've completed a cycle and you're moving into a new cycle energetically, and you are going to be starting something completely new. And it's like your guides and angels are like really proud of you, is what I'm hearing, being very, very proud of you. So this may be kind of a little bit overlapping from last month to this month in November and then into December as well. So there may be some energy going across these couple of months, November, December, well, October, November, December. Something about this that you're doing or working on or completing, or this idea that you have that you want to bring forward. And it's like, go for it. Don't stop, go for it. You've got this. Okay. So our last card for December is grace. That's so beautiful. So for December, your card is grace. And it says, I graciously accept the infinite love of the universe. I graciously accept the infinite love of the universe. And to me, this looks like a swan. And swans are all about love and healing. And this will be, to me, this represents you really tuning into that energy of love this month. When we have the holidays in December, but there's a lot of like hustle and bustle and movement, and to me, this also represents your loved ones on the other side coming forward as well, is letting you know that they're around you. There may be a connection, even with the name Grace. Um, but I mean, with the swans, to me, that's like that, to me, that feels like unconditional love. And they are committed, to each other. So to me, this represents family. This represents allowing yourself to bring in an energy of grace, an energy of peacefulness, an energy of, um, I'm hearing like showing up for yourself and honoring yourself and honoring your needs this month. And they're bringing forward, they're showing me like, how you have to get ready and everything, and you are working on getting things done, in December, kind of like what we just did, what we just are getting out of energetically, from December moving into this month, January. They're showing me in this month, in December, there's this need for, you may feel like you want to like slow down, but it's like there's so much to do. And what I'm hearing is like to give yourself grace, right? It almost feels a little bit like forgiveness. I feel like this energy of forgiveness, of releasing, of doing what you can do and letting go of the rest. Give yourself grace when you need to. And trying not to push yourself so hard, because you may feel tired. You may feel, I almost feel like a little bit like I just want to rest and I just want to have some peace. And there may just be a lot of energy that's kind of, we're not able to, and in December, it's like we're trying to get stuff done before the end of the year, and there's a lot of fun, that can happen, but I feel, there's a lot of things that have to get done before the holidays. And that's the energy that I feel too. So give yourself grace this month so that you can relax, so that you're not putting so much pressure on yourself, and that you are able to enjoy this time with your friends and your family and your loved ones. And I feel again, there's some feeling of like nostalgia, some feeling of missing someone, missing your loved ones. So to me, this is also representing that energy of knowing that they're with you, that you're never alone. It's interesting because usually when you see a swan, you see two swans. And that at least I do, and there's only one swan on here. So you may be feeling a little bit more alone this month. You may be feeling a little bit, like I said, nostalgia, missing your loved ones who have passed away that are on the other side. This is them letting you know that they're around you, that you are not alone. And I do feel like they're going to be bringing forward signs for you. So you may be seeing repeating numbers this month. You may be seeing more synchronicities this month, and just be open and have the awareness that they are communicating, that they are talking to you, that they are around you. And to me, I feel like this energy, it's interesting because we started the year in January with peace, and we're ending the year with grace. I feel like they're very similar energies. And because I heard peace with this card too. So it's like there's some energy of like slowing down and moving into a new cycle and allowing yourself to take the time that you need for downtime, that reflection, the water, it's like this swan is looking in the water, looking at the reflection, reflecting back and seeing what has worked and what have I learned and where do I want to go now. But it's like taking a pause, allowing yourself to take a pause, and not pushing yourself too hard, really giving yourself the space that you need to be able to kind of figure out, what do I want to do next? What are my next steps? It's a little bit of like the flow card, but I feel it's, I'm giving yourself a break, right? Give yourself grace, but give yourself a break this month. And if you can't get everything done, that it's okay. Just do the essentials, do what you have to do. You may need to rest more, because I'm hearing like sickness or colds may be going around or something more. And I'm hearing to really be taking care of yourself more this month. Okay. Really be taking care of yourself. This is a good card for nurturing. And even though it's a hustle and bustle month, nurture yourself as much as you possibly can. Okay. All right. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for listening to this. I love this. I hope that this helps you. And I'm so excited to hear your stories. I am going to, keep this pinned at the top of the Facebook page of my Facebook page. So if you're not on my Facebook page, please do that. That is for the cards of the day that I post every day. So I will continue to do that. And let me know every month. If you wouldn't mind, you can send me an email. You could just reach out to me and let me know how this resonates with you. I'm so excited to hear. And I hope you all have a wonderful new year. And I will be sending out another video within the next couple of weeks of what you can expect for, mid to end of January. But happy new year, everybody. And I will see you in a couple of weeks. I love you so much. And I'm sending joy and happiness and peace and so many angels your way. Okay. Thank you. I love you.